I'm going to start this limit by taking x equals 0 and plugging it everywhere I see an x. This is going to give me 0 times 5 minus 7 ln of 0. Now bear in mind this was 0 from the right, so that's going to matter here because ln of 0 from the right is negative infinity. This is going to give me 0 times negative 7 times negative infinity is positive infinity, but then plus 5 is infinity. So I have the indeterminate form 0 times infinity. Now 0 times infinity is this form, and it tells us to rewrite the limit expression we had as a fraction. There are two ways to do this. I can either move the 5 minus 7 ln of x to the bottom, or I can move the x to the bottom. So we have 5 minus 7 ln of x divided by 1 over x. Between these two choices, I'm going to tell you right now, this is the simpler one. This one is going to lead to some crazy problems. So we don't want to move the 5 minus 7 ln of x. I'd rather just move the x to the bottom and call it 1 over x in the denominator. Okay. Now I'm going to plug in 0 again. Now that I've followed the instructions to rewrite as a fractions, we go back to the beginning and plug in 0. When I plug in 0, I get ln of 0, which is again negative infinity, times negative 7, which is positive infinity, plus 5, which is infinity. Then I have 1 over 0. 1 over 0, at least 1 over 0 from the right. 1 over 0 from the right is infinity. So I get infinity over infinity, which leads me to this form, which tells me to take the derivative of the top and the derivative of the bottom. Okay, the derivative of the top would be negative 7 over x. Before I take the derivative of 1 over x, you might want to rewrite that as x to the negative 1, so that when I take the derivative, I get negative 1x to the negative 2. Or if you rewrite it back in a fractional form, you say negative 1 over x squared. Now I'm going to take the limit as x approaches 0. Actually, before I plug in 0, it might be best suited to simplify this a little bit. This negative 1 over x squared can flip to the top to become negative x squared over 1. And then a bunch of stuff cancels, leaving me with just 7x. And don't forget the limit as x approaches 0 carries through. So I just have simply 7x. And when I take the limit as x approaches 0 of 7x, I get 0.